Alright everyone, welcome to the panel. I am currently at Marlboro's Terraflare where we're holding the after parties, the dance parties for both tonight and tomorrow. And I am teaching you all how to DJ in Final Fantasy XIV. And you can take these skills that you learn from... You don't even need to just use them in Final Fantasy XIV. You can use them in life, in Twitch. As a DJ, you can do any style of DJing, and these skills, these tips and tricks will help you on your journey to becoming a DJ. My name is RazrWirez. I am RazrWirez. I am a second year Twitch streamer. I got my partnership last year, and I'm super happy to be here on this second year of LunarCon. It's exciting as hell because I get to DJ the closing party tomorrow as well, and I've been asked to judge machinimas and panel. So my involvement in this convention is a lot more than it was last year, and I'm super excited to be here with all of you guys. So without further ado, let's get this stream started, shall we?
Everybody jump.
Hello, and welcome to the stream. This is called Teach Me... whoops. This is called Teach Me How to DJ, and today I will be teaching you how to DJ. I'm Shion Fox inside of the Terraflare venue, as you can see on the smaller screen. Today I'm main screening the software that we'll be using. I created a card with a couple of packages that will be helpful if you want to join this hands-on demonstration how to DJ in Final Fantasy XIV. So it is teachmetodj.ju.mp. There's the link right there. And if you want to join in, you can. So yeah, I'll get started by explaining to you who I am and what I've been doing in Final Fantasy XIV. My name is RazrWirez, aka Shion Fox. And I'll just like hit that wave button right there. My character is a female aura. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV since it came out, and it was bad when it first came out. I will admit it was really bad, and I stopped playing it immediately. But I came back when A Realm Reborn happened, and then I've been playing since. So with my FC, back when the pandemic started, I opened up a little club called Eternal, and Eternal evolved from this small FC house to a medium to a large in like 3 months because it gained so much popularity and support. And after that, we just kind of like kicked off a massive metaverse of DJs all across Twitch and Final Fantasy XIV in every data center. And it's been a crazy experience playing for LunarCon, for these big festivals, all sorts of cool things that are happening within the confines of this game. So, like I said, my name is RazrWirez. I'll be teaching you everything that I know about DJing in Final Fantasy XIV. So, what is DJing? A lot of people misconceive what DJing actually is. It's not always just sitting there doing, scratch techniques or anything like that. DJing is the art of controlling music and sharing it with the people you love. If you love music, if you think that you have a good taste and you think that you can mix music together, You too can be a DJ. It's not a difficult task, but it's not as simple as just playing music. It's basically controlling the vibe in the room. The DJ's music selection sets the tone. So, say you're DJing at a nightclub or a radio station or anything like that, you want your selection to be based on whatever your vibe is. So, for me, usually I like my raves, you know. So, I play a lot of rave music. I play electro house, I play house music, I play dubstep, I play happy hardcore. Literally anything you name it, I've probably played it on it during a rave set because I've been doing this for 16 years. But if you follow that link one more time, I'll drop it in that chat. Scroll down and you'll find two packages. There's download for the free DJ software, Traktor 2, not Traktor Pro 2, just Traktor 2. It's free to use, free to learn on, and it's copyright free. It's commercial, so you can use it for whatever. It's just very, very, very limited. It's like the light version of the software, but it's more than enough for what we're doing here today. So I know it'll take a moment for you guys to download the software and the package, but don't be afraid of the package. It's literally just 3 songs that I made myself. The track package is Need to Get, an unreleased song, Jump, which was released by Be Nasty Beats, and it's copyright free, and Bionic Funk and myself, we produced a track called Backdrop, and each of the tracks that are in the package are pre-release masters. They're not the tracks that are out there. So they're free for you to use in your sets, in your even in your content if you're a streamer. So yeah, enjoy the music because it's there to download off that site. But the first thing I'm going to teach you guys is what everything is on the screen right now. So as you can see, my UI is right here, and I already have some tracks loaded, but I'm gonna reset them. So you got the left deck and the right deck, and as you can see, you have your little grid right here. These are pad buttons, which represent cue points in the track. Now you can see the track right here. This is the full track. You can actually use this search strip to go anywhere in the song without actually like stopping the play or anything like that. It'll sound weird if you do it at the right or wrong point, but I'm going to explain cue points to you. So when you're using a cue point is the point that you start the playback on, and you can use up to 8 of them per deck. So when you press play, I'll just make sure that's all lined up. So when you press play, you hear the song. But if you hit cue point 4, it takes you to the breakdown of the song. So there should be cue points automatically in the package that I created for you guys. And cue points are important when it comes to DJing, especially digital DJing, because you want to be able to jump to different points in different tracks. So, as you can see, I've got cue point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 is empty, because I'll show you how exactly the cue points work. When they're lit up like this, that means they're set, and when they're not lit up, they're not set. So this right here, this spins. This is like the record, and you can actually play with it. And this here is the pitch slider, and that changes the BPM of the song. That's the beats per minute. The sync function next to the BPM is it syncs both of the decks to be the same BPM. A lot of beginners are going to want to use this because, well, not everybody has the timing to drop a beat right on the beat, like off the hop. So then we're going to move on to the mixer. The mixer, the gain is don't touch the gain. It's basically the volume, but it pushes it past 0. So if you push something past 0, it'll clip and it'll sound horrible. So don't touch the gain because well, Traktor has auto gain. It automatically balances the track so that you don't have to. Most software does that. So then you have your high, your mid, your low, and your filter. So your high cuts the high frequency from a song. Example. You can hear the difference. It cuts the frequencies from the hi-hats, from all the voices and everything. So mid cuts the mid frequencies. And then the low, and so on. Those are important when it comes to blending tracks together. This part right here, Q.2. That's where the kick starts playing. And if you cut the low, you can barely hear the kick at all. So I'll continue playing this track. Kilo E. What do you mean by pull it to the middle? What it'll do is it'll line the grid up automatically. So say we start at 4 here, Q.4. And I'm going to pause it right here because when number 6 hits, which is going to be it's basically a trap and future bass interlude before the build up to the song. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Q.3, which is the breakdown of jump, and I'm going to blend them together. And what you want to do when you're blending tracks together is you always want to cut the low of the second song or the song you're mixing in, because if you don't, the frequencies are going to blow each other up and it's going to sound horrible to whoever's listening, and could even potentially blow up bigger speaker systems. And it's not pretty when it happens. I've done it before. So anyways, moving on. See, as you can see, the sync function automatically lined them up because you can see a grid, and that grid will line the tracks up as long as you press play during that grid. If you turn the sync function off, what it does is it won't line up the grid automatically, and you'll have to do it manually.
We don't need to get.
A lot of people, including myself, with DJ gear, you're listening to the track over headphones, which that's this button right here. But because I'm not using hardware, these buttons are actually turned off. Now, a little trade secret when it comes to electronic music mixing is most music is segmented by beats of 8 repeated 4 times, and then so that equals up to 32 beats. So after 32 beats, the track significantly changes. So down here you can see this number. Turn it up to 32 and then use these arrows. This is called beat jump. So if you jump 32 beats ahead, you'll always be on track when it comes to mixing tracks together. So as you can see, every 32 beats, I have my my cue point set. And this is really important when it comes to mixing electronic music, because almost every single track you listen to follows that same pattern of 32 beats. And I've actually seen a lot of DJs in Final Fantasy XIV performing live at venues. They do this, where they... Hold up. I got the wrong track started. So if you click down on the number, it initiates loop mode. And loop mode continuously plays whatever is high lit, and it won't break that loop until you click the loop button again. And a lot of DJs I see, this is a good way to learn, is they press play, they sync it, and then they let the loop go once they line it up to a certain point. So let's just try it. You can hear that second song playing.
Everybody jump.
Now there is a little hands-on example right there of how to blend tracks together and then do a quick cutoff. Second track is not playing anymore, as you can hear, and all of the frequencies are at unity, which is 0. So the track sounds how it's supposed to if you're playing it back on its own. King Pizzly. Yeah, with the software on screen, you can only crossfade with the cursor, but you can actually, with the Pro software, you can map every single function, including the kill functions, and even the crossfaders and the volume faders. Everything, you can map it to your keyboard and hotkey everything, which makes it way, way, way easier to DJ digitally. But this is the light chump version of the software, where they literally limited everything and removed all the settings so that you can just learn how to DJ. And then if you like it, they say, here, if you want to buy all the effects and all of the features of Traktor, buy our hardware with it, you know? Yeah. So what I'm doing today is doing a visual lesson on the LunarCon channel, because DJing in Final Fantasy XIV is a little bit more complicated than just playing music and displaying the dance floor. Because when you're displaying the dance floor on your stream, the more people walk into your instance or your house, the harder it is on your computer. And if you're streaming, doing DJ software, and playing Final Fantasy all on the same machine, it's gonna lag. Your stream's gonna look not very. It's gonna look choppy. And from experience, personal experience, and experience of other DJs that I've taught to do this, like Swage and Cake Baby, it's that there are different capture methods when it comes to this. You want to split up your workload, because it makes things very, very hot. I mean, I was using a 1660 Super and a Ryzen 7 2700, and I was having terrible lag issues. So what I did was I bought a capture card, and then I used my PlayStation to stream the game while I was DJing. Yeah, I got a second PC now. See, yeah, that's one of the biggest things is you need something else. Like Final Fantasy XIV on its own in a super capped instance is really, really hard on a computer. And the same goes for like VR chat and any kind of party atmosphere where you're having multiple avatars in the same instance. You're gonna have terrible lag issues. So you need something built for it, right? If you want to join in on this little seminar panel, the link is a little introduction, and well, you can download the package with all this music in it. It's all copyright free. Now we're going to touch up on copyright because a lot of DJs in Final Fantasy XIV don't know this, but Twitch is the only platform that will not rip your stream off air like live while you're in the middle of streaming if you play copyrighted clips. And my fear is that so many people are DJing and so many people are making so much money off of this platform playing copyrighted music that one of these days someone's going to report them, and then Twitch is just going to like implement that, you know? So I produce my own music, and Swage produces his own music. I know many producers at, and also a really good thing to get into for copyright-free music is Monster Cat Gold. That's what I've been paying for. Is all the time every time they come out with a new track, they have 3 labels that are creator safe, and they whitelist music for your channel, and you can DJ with it. And that's how it all started out for me. But then I've had producers send me clips of their music, works in progress and stuff like Hat Standy and Swage and Cake Baby. And you know, the more artists you know that have music that isn't released on a major label that's owned by like Universal or something like that, then you will put yourself in the safe zone for, like, if you want to make this a thing, like DJing on Twitch, not just Final Fantasy XIV, but if you're interested in doing it in the digital metaverse, there's also like VR chat and so many social games that you can play music in that will drive people towards you. And you know, like if you got a good taste in music, or if you think you got a good taste in music, you can do this too. It's not a complicated thing, and the more you practice, the better you get at it. So we're gonna go into Jump. So Jump is another song that I produced. This was released by B Nasty Beats in 2020, like literally just before the pandemic hit. So there was like no hype for this track whatsoever. It didn't really get anywhere. And then I started doing jump pits in Final Fantasy XIV, and now it's getting plays on Spotify. But anyways, so this track, as I was saying, is copyright free. You can play it in your sets, you can use it in your content, and it's free to download on all my sites and stuff. Oh yeah, VR chat is definitely under a lot of fire right now. So I just loaded another track into deck A, or the left deck. It doesn't have A, B, or 1 or 2. It's on most units, it's deck A, B, C, D, or deck 1 to 4. I just want to take this opportunity to show off the Catboy ears that I made.
Let's go.
No, so how you do that in Final Fantasy XIV is, well, you put up a party finder and you broadcast the address of your club, and well, that's one of the methods. And then basically you put up your stream, and then you shout the link inside of your club every so often, but don't spam it because spamming is annoying. But yeah, that's the method that most club owners use. I've seen DJs without clubs literally just say, hey, I'm doing a party in Limsa, or I'm doing a party in Costa del Sol on the island or on the boat, and people come. Now on my own channel, I have a redeem that makes me say nya. And the other day, last Sunday, there were 107 nya redeems at once with DJ Yams.
Let's go.
Oh, I most definitely did. I was saying nya after every sentence. So when you're in native access, make sure that you actually purchase, quote unquote, purchase the software off of the website and add it to your account, and then it'll show up in native access. So a little trick that I like to do when DJing in Final Fantasy XIV to keep myself from being AFK is I always have another screen open. I have the stream and all of my stuff, all of my information, my chat, it's all pulled onto one side, and then the game is on the other. And then I write a quick macro. It's 15 lines, and it has all of the different dances of you know, the Beast Tribe dances. Some of them are Mog Station dances, Bee's Knees, Gold Dance. With my main character from Primal, I've unlocked almost every single dance in the game. I've got a few from Shadowbringers that I haven't done for the Beast Tribes and stuff. But you can get creative with making your character dance if you write a macro, and then you can even drop things in chat and do more interactive things. You can dote somebody as they walk by, because yeah, DJing in Final Fantasy XIV is a lot more than just standing there playing music. It's about being interactive and well, interacting with your audience. And one thing I noticed is sometimes people tell you to shut up, but don't shut up. DJing in Final Fantasy XIV is, well, it's changed over the year and a half. And Oh yeah, I'll get to the next part, which, yeah, copyright. I've already touched up on copyright, and I showed you some techniques for mixing. I can show you guys, so if you go number 3, there's for everybody new tuning in, I'll drop a link for you. teachmetodj.jump. It will help you understand what is going on right now. So I'm a DJ in Final Fantasy XIV. My name is RazrWirez. I DJ my own music and a lot of original productions by other producers and DJs. I have taught many people how to DJ IRL and in Final Fantasy XIV, and I have given people advice on how to do, like, streaming in FF14, because it's not as easy as it looks, and you need a pretty powerful rig to do full capped instances. But I mean, like, starting out, you don't need a super powerful rig. Like, like I said, I did it with a PS4 and a laptop. So I mean, you start somewhere, and this is where you can start, is with this software, Traktor 2 DJ. And I had just finished explaining copyrights and how the beat grid works. And the beat grid is usually 4 beats, 8 beats in a pattern. Sorry, it's 8 beats in a pattern 4 times, and after that the song changes. So if you go down to the loop here, that you can loop it, unloop it, or jump forward 32 beats. And then you can set a cue point by hitting the pad buttons. Most DJ gear, if you look at it, it's all set up the same as this. Just the pad buttons are on the physical unit, and they can change color. And then you'll see it easier on the waveform. You can also change the colors of the waveform. You can put them in spectral mode, and you can see the color of the note. Yeah, this whole stream is being recorded today, and I'll be reposting it on my own Twitch channel. And also, I'm going to try and edit it and put it on YouTube. I'm not very good at editing, but yeah. So, moving forward from that, each point in the song represents 32 beats right now. Well, this one is a lot more than 32 beats, because I produced this song and I actually know the points off by heart. But number 1 is the beginning of the song. Number 3 is the drop of the song. Number 6 is it's like it's a technique that producers use where you have like a bang at the beginning of a drop, but instead of having it hit really hard, you mute it a little bit, and then you get it to suck you back into the drop. So, whoops, wrong cue point. Because before that part is actually a dubstep drop. And when you get to number 6 in that section, that's the part where you want to start mixing the next song in. So that's why I created these cue points, to kind of visually represent where you would want to mix your songs in different intervals and different sectioning. So I'll give you an example by doing it live and hands-on. So number 6 is about to come up. You'll see it pull up on the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the lows, this song, jump, and then cut the volume. As you can see, I already screwed that up. So to fix it, you hit the little bump button to bump it back into place. There's either up or down. Up bumps it forward, down bumps it backwards. See, now I'm blending two songs together, jump and backdrop.
Let's go.
So you saw what I did there in the last 4 beats, just before the breakdown. I cut the song off. I cut backdrop off on the very last 4 beats, and what that did was called a quick chop, and that replaced the sound with the pre-drop vocal, which was "Let's Go." And I'll do it again. So before it says "everybody jump," I'm gonna line this number 1 up with number 6. So once it says "everybody jump," I hit the play button when it's lined up on the red line with number 1, and because of the sync function, it should automatically sync it to the grid. But I'm gonna do it with the sync button turned off, just to kind of show you what you can do when you get a little better. It's all about timing, right? So
Everybody jump.
so you notice that I just cut the lows of "Need to Get," the deck on the left.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
So there was another demonstration of how to blend and then chop a track apart. All 3 of these songs I'm using as a demonstration are songs produced by me, so I know them off by heart. So that's why I'm making this look so easy. So the secret to DJing is just, number 1, counting your beats and making sure you're on grid. And number 2 is knowing your music. Once you know your music, you know how to mix your music. You can literally think about the 2 tracks that you want to mix together, and then you can mix them together. And that's the art of DJing. But I mean, there's even radio DJing where you just entertain the crowd between intervals of tracks. There's no right or wrong way to DJ. the next thing I'm gonna touch up on here is camera angles. Is most clubs have that in mind when they make their club, is they want everybody to be seen on stream. And if the people do not want to be seen on stream, there are actually areas for you to hide out and dance. But typically for a Final Fantasy XIV club stream, most of the crowd wants to be seen on stream. Not everybody, but most of the people want to be seen on stream. So yeah, you want to set your angle. I'm just going to switch the inputs here. You want to switch the angle of Final Fantasy. Make this screen a little smaller. So this is typically what my stream looks like when I'm DJing, except I have another camera up top, which displays my physical decks because I don't actually use software. And I use what is called an XDJ-XZ, which my Twitch community bought for me, which was absolutely amazing because what happened one night was I was DJing live, and one side of my decks, like, they just completely stopped working. They stopped putting sound out, and I was terrified that I would have to stop there. And you know, the community was like, nope, we're not going to let that happen. So they bought me the gear I wanted, and that's what I use now. And the reason I asked for that specific gear was because, well, it has a computer built into it, so it doesn't require a whole bunch of processing power and computer software and a computer in order to DJ. So I can literally plug it into a sound system and go. And that makes my life so much easier when I stream almost every day doing DJing. Alright, moving on. So I'm going to show you double time and halftime beats. Let's see what I've got here. So I'm going to pick a copyright-free song.
Moshi moshi.
Oh, I got a follow. Now, who is that just followed me? And thank you for the follow. That was Lobster Motel. Thank you for that follow. Now, I don't want to leave this too long with no music playing. So I'm gonna play another song I made called "Get Wired." And, you know, I was trying to make an anthem, and this was my first attempt at ever making, like, electro bass house. So there are a few things that weren't finished, and this song was never released. But I put it out for free download because I lost the project file for it, and, well, I'll probably never go back to it. But I can do a remix of it. As you can hear, it's really low volume, it's not mastered. Oh, no, you're good, you're good. So as you see, there's a dance floor here, and you want to display it like so. There's a chandelier in the way, but that's not the worst thing. You don't need to see the DJ. Everybody knows who the DJ is that's standing behind the deck. We got Namanaze and Sick and Twisted. They're actually my two mods from my channel. Amazing people. Sick and Twisted is my Final Fantasy XIV photographer. Comes with me to all of my shows and takes pictures for me. And Naminaze is one of my mods. He's also Sick and Twisted Sam's partner. Super awesome people. Alright, LunarCon. So, who's confident enough that they've learned a thing or two from this stream so far? So as a little summary, using Get Wired, it's another free download off of my SoundCloud page. Each track is divided by 32 beats. They're segmented. So, start off a song, cue point 1. That's the very beginning of the song. Some songs, like Jump, have a little bit of a 4-beat intro, and the song doesn't actually start until the 4th beat of the song, like this. Oh, whoops, crossfader. Wasn't paying attention. Rip me. So you start up the song. I did that on purpose for the release. I didn't just want it to start up abruptly with a really, really loud kick. So I had a backwards cymbal lead up into the track. So from cue point 1 and Get Wired, you get this 32 beat loop. You just jump forward, click the jump forward twice. And then what I do is I always skip a cue pad just to kind of like get my head behind the track, because well, if there's a spot between and you're looking at the track 1, 3, 6, for me, it helps. I just like the checkered image as well. But we're going to go number 7 will be the little breakdown. Anyways. Number 1 is the beginning of the song. Number 3 is like the midsection of the intro. I made the intro to this song extremely excruciatingly long for some reason. Number 6, cue point 6, is the breakdown of the song. Cue point 7 would be the like break and then the build up of the song, but I also made the break of the song extremely excruciatingly long. So we're just gonna hit the jump forward button twice to go to the build up, which I'm gonna put on number 4. The build up for the track. It goes like this, which is also extremely long. This is part of the reason why I never released the song.
Moshi moshi.
LoveSim4, thank you for that follow. Okay, we're going to stop it right there because right here is where the drop begins. So what do? We add another cue point. And you'll see me if you ever see me DJ, which is tomorrow at the LunarCon, like the final dance party tomorrow night. I'll be DJing there. And you'll see that while I'm DJing, I'll be adding cue points into a mix without stopping the track. And that's a technique that you're going to want to use when you're DJing live, because, well, stopping the music while you're live DJing is not good. But anyways, so we're gonna back it up just so that I can demonstrate the beginning of this song, which is cue point 1, and then cue point, which one was it? It's cue point 5, which is right here, will be the drop. So again, you can hear the song. Normally you want to kind of blend it in by bringing down the lows and then bringing up the volume slowly, or cutting it in real quick.
Let's go.
And then when the full track comes through, you want to make sure that all of your frequencies are at unity, which is 0. Typically, you don't want to... Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's completely possible to MIDI map the software, but not the light software, which is just Traktor DJ2. I actually own the pro version of the software, and you can get a free trial of it as well. But yes, you can MIDI map it, and you can also hotkey it to your keyboard as well. Thank you, Sam. Sick and Twisted just dropped a link, and that link is this package right now for DJing. You'll have to sign up for Native Instruments, which is a company that releases DJ hardware and software, and producing hardware and software. See this? We actually have a dance floor going.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
So I'm trying to see if this next track is, this one is house music, sweet. So I'm gonna throw this in for all of my my Final Fantasy people, because Final Fantasy itself is one of the games that I have truly loved over the course of my life. I've been a huge fan. I've been playing it since the very first Final Fantasy on NES, and well, when 14 came out, it was a bit of a letdown, but A Realm Reborn was definitely... Yoshi P, thank you for making the game better. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Q.7 and jump, and I'm going to keep playing this through, because, well, Q.1 and 7 are supposed to mix together. So... after the drop, you're going to see that 7 is coming up. Both the BPMs are lined up at 128. The sync function is off right now, but the sync function is so useful for new DJs that I don't say don't use it. I say use the hell out of it and learn with it. When you're practicing on your own, practice beat matching without the sync button, because there will be points where the sync button will completely destroy your mix because of misread beat grids.
Everybody jumps.
This one goes out. to all of my fans of Final Fantasy. Not just 14, but all Final Fantasies. Because Final Fantasy 14 is a 14 or 13 up game, they don't actually have anything that's too lewd for for Twitch. At least I've noticed that. Like unless you're actually packing mods, then you will never ever get POS banned for anything that happens on Final Fantasy 14, unless your chat is displayed and something really inappropriate is said in chat, because I know that's happened to Asmongold on his alt channel or something, where he accidentally let something show on his chat and he got banned for a day or something. So oh my god, Sly, what's up, my dude? Wait, what? You... That's crazy. No fucking way. Someone got banned for looking at an adventure replay? Was it just like that bad? Because like, when the characters are naked, they're wearing clothes. They like purposely put undergarments on. That's so crazy. Oh yeah, but I also know that like among the many communities that I'm a part of, a lot of them are modded. I don't personally use mods because I stream and, you know, I'm not much of a rule breaker when it comes to 14. I've invested way too much time and money into this game that if I were to get like a full-on ban for using mods, I would be heartbroken, you know? But anyways, so I've taught you guys cue points and points of mixing. So next, I'm going to teach you what is, I got to find this track. I have a track that is double time and then half time. So basically 150 BPM. That can equal up to 75 BPM. If you half time it, but that's how dubstep works. Is it takes 2 beats in 1 step instead of 2 beats in 2 steps, like a 4 to the floor beat. So this is a 4 to the floor beat right here, and then we will grab a dubstep beat, which is a half time. It goes. And what you want to do is you still want to line them up the exact same way. The only difference is that when you're lining them up, you don't want the sync button to be on, because mixing halftime sometimes will make the song itself sync to the number of the track, and it'll double time the track and make it sound like a chipmunk. I've had it happen a few times. Yeah, so if you have it synced and they're both 128 BPM, so I will just do an example by playing both parts of each song. So if you, with the sync button, you move 1 slider. Oh, not with this software, but with the sync button, if you move the master channel, the one that's playing currently, it will move both faders. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's doing it now. On the software, it'll move both faders, but physically on the deck, it'll just move the number on the screen. Yeah, accidental Nightcore remix. So you'll double time the song and it'll sound like Chipmunks. It's kind of funny. I did it on my new gear. It has a wide range for the BPM slider, and it's really funny because I took that wide range and I turned the pitch lock off, and it got so fast that the song was just like, you know. Okay, so I can't teach you guys scratching on digital on-screen decks, but I can show you how to mash two songs together. So I'll take Need to Get and Jump, and you'll notice that Jump and Need to Get have the same wobbles and the same, almost the same drop, because both songs were produced off the same foundation and all the same samples that I made, because I was going to release both of them in like an EP, like just like the two of them, but I ended up only getting Jump signed, and yeah, so typically, if you want to practice mashing up, you back a song up about. Here, I'll go back to 6, and I'll do it more visually. So you want to go back like 16 beats. Oh yeah, and new DJs, if you're interested in trying to learn beat matching, but you're having trouble figuring out where to mix the track in. What a lot of new DJs do, and it's a very good technique to use, is they use the loop function. They turn loop on, and they turn it to like 16.
We don't need to get.
Oops.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
This is an example of blending both tracks. And if you have both of them at unity frequencies, use the crossfader to smash it back and forth to create a different song. And when you have 4 decks, you can do it with 4 different songs, and you can create like some real different sounding music just by smashing the decks back and forth, or up and down at different segments of songs. And that itself is called a mashup. So taking 3 or 4 songs together and then mashing all of the parts of the songs into one, but mixing it together and making it sound good, not just like making it sound like. Here's an example of what it would sound like if you were to try and mix some songs together without sync or without beat matching. Kind of sounds like shoes in a dryer, doesn't it? So, yeah, that's one thing you'll want to pay attention to for sure is making sure that you beat match properly. And sync usually does that for you. But as someone who's been DJing for 16 years, I almost never use the sync button unless I'm doing a 4-deck mashup. If you want to bring back the beat from need to, can you lower the mid high and bring in the low so you can only play the beat along? Yes, you can. So what you would do, if you want to bring back the beat for it,
Everybody jump.
and the track wasn't playing. Shit. That just happened. That's not lined up.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
So for this next part, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring in the beat and the lows of need to get.
We don't need to get.
Yeah, it's really handy to have a 4-deck mixer because you can always have something else looped in the background, or you can even use samples. I can actually show you guys some real fire samples that were made for me for tomorrow. And if you follow my channel, and I know that I have some longtime followers and some viewers that have been saving up their points to make me shuffle at LunarCon. So I'm really excited to do so and show off my dance moves and my cat ears. And well, the cat ears are already on, but I also have some new music that I'm going to be dropping. And oh, I'm glad that I taught you guys something. Like honestly, like this is open knowledge. It shouldn't be safeguarded or gate kept. You know, I was taught by like years ago when I first started. I learned from YouTube, so there's no limits. There is no reason that anyone should gatekeep this kind of information from you. DJing is an art form that should be shared. Music should be shared. You know, I don't think it should be kept and all hogged for one person. It's a beautiful art, and you can do some beautiful things with it. So. Now a whole nother genre, or like a whole nother thing, is producing music. And I'm not even going to get into that today because producing music takes a long time, a lot longer than DJing. It took me 3 months to make this song that's playing right now.
Switch.
Herb Dan, thank you for that follow. Okay, so I'm going to pull the next track in and analyze it. It's another song I made. Here we go, here we go. So this is an example of a halftime track. It's going to come through if it ever loads. Where'd it go? You can tell I'm not super used to this program. I moved to like every single possible, like I've used every DJ software there is at this point, except the one that Denon has come out with. And my favorite so far is definitely like Traktor Pro 2. They have Traktor Pro 3 now, and I can buy an upgrade to it, but I don't have the hardware for it anymore. Oh, thank you. I know that I should probably be doing more streams like this on my channel. I did do one on my channel earlier today. It's kind of like a practice panel. I honestly thought that I was earlier. I thought I was at 3:30, but it turns out I was at 4:30. So I did a whole stream before this and got lots of practice in for teaching you all how to do DJing in Final Fantasy XIV.
Moshi moshi.
So the main points of DJing in Final Fantasy XIV are this. You want to play a consistent stream of music. You want to interact with your audience. So like pay attention to your chat, because just standing there DJing works for some people, but it doesn't work for everybody. You want, like, it's Twitch, right? So you want to interact with your audience if you have one. And even if you don't, try to get their attention, try to shout them out, being like, how are we doing tonight? Or welcome to the club or something like that. If you're just a mute DJ or you're not interacting even in the chat, like even if you're mute on the mic, you could talk in the Twitch chat using your keyboard and mouse, because I've seen lots of DJs do that. They just don't like the sound of their own voice. I understand that. So they interact in the Twitch chat. Another thing is that like it's optional. A lot of DJs will show their UI on the screen or aim down and show their gear with a deck cam. I do both. I have two cameras, one for the deck cam and one that kind of shows the background of like this camera right here that you're looking at. This one is usually mounted a lot higher up at a 45-degree angle, facing down towards my gear, so you can see me playing it. You can see the full operation in me doing it, because one of my things is proving to everybody that I'm actually a DJ and not just standing there like, you know, pressing play on a pre-recorded mix or something. And a lot of people on the internet have, you know, accused me of such. So that's what you get, is a live performance. Yeah, I totally was. Someone called me a fake DJ with a mixtape. So I actually scratched the next song in. And I was like, could I do that with a mixtape? And then chat flamed them out. it was kind of mean on chat's part, but I mean, I'm not a fake DJ. There's no such thing as a fake DJ anyways. Anyways, Aura is not loading in Traktor, which is kind of making me sad right now, because that's a crowd favorite. That is the track on my SoundCloud that that has got the most plays that's not released, you know. And it has over 2,000 plays. I think Pixel Cat is coming up to that too. I'm gonna look for the folder with all of my waves in it, because my waves don't like to import into iTunes for some reason, so I have a folder with a bunch of them in it. And I have 4 hard drives in my computer, so this might take a second. Producer kits? No, that's not it. In order to not go mute for the rest of this little search here, I'm gonna put on... No, it has to be a different song. I don't want you guys to listen to the same songs over and over and over again. But you get the point between how to map cue points. You can do it with a keyboard and mouse too with the unlocked software. You know how to mix with the sync and without the sync. Make sure that your BPMs are matched up. Sync maps your BPMs and the beat grid together. Songs are usually made in a 32 beat grid, and then after every 32 beats it changes. So that's a brief summary. And then mashing up is taking multiple drops or multiple parts of a song and mixing them together and making one song out of it. Like I have this one. It's Fly by Tokyo Machine. Why is it not letting me import music anymore? Will that work? No, that's so weird. I need to make the screen bigger, I guess. Being a pain in the butt. Oh yeah, forgot about the search strip in the waveform right here. For most of you who don't know, most software comes with a little function that'll allow you to quick search through a track, and that's called a search strip. And it takes the little red line up on the top, as you can see, the left deck, and it searches through the track. But I generally don't like to use that because it doesn't line up with the grid. You have to kind of do it manually. Also, when you have an actual platter or a disc in front of you, like so. Yes, I used to use real vinyl. When you have a disc in front of you, it's a lot easier to control the sound, and you get even the weight of the vinyl. It's a much better and more different feel than a plastic platter, if that makes sense. And most controllers have plastic platters. The last controller I had was called an NS7 Mark III, and it had actual vinyl platters built on it, and it had a vinyl simulation system, which was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I loved it so much. But unfortunately, that system broke down live on stream, and I had to play on one side of it. And then after playing on one side of it for a few nights, the entire thing just kind of like shit the bed and died. So that's why my community came together and bought me an XDJ XZ, which I now use in standalone mode for 2-deck, and I mix really fast on it. Like, I mix so fast, I don't even want to... Like, I could bust it out right now and show you guys something, because all I have to do is plug it in and play. So if you give me a moment, I'll give you a little introduction of, I guess, DJ hardware, but you won't actually see any visual representation of the waveforms or any of the tracks on screen. You're literally just going to have to see it on the main screen here. So I hope that doesn't bother you. Yeah, the night I had to play on one side, I was like, oh no, my deck stopped working. What do I do? What do I do? And then I realized that I had A and C on the same side. So I was like, okay, A, C, same platter. So I couldn't do anything other than mix, but I still mixed. And it was very fun, and also kind of like, it gave me anxiety too, because there were so many people at that pool party too. I actually I took one of these guys here, and one time I took my iPad and downloaded this same DJ software on it, and you can do that. It's called Traktor 2. You can download it off of the Apple Store, but I just can't get that package into your iPad. You know, you have to import it yourself. Oh shit. So we're almost at time here. I think. Yeah, I started at 4:30. But yeah, LunarCon, I hope you guys had an awesome time. I'm gonna play a little mini set for you guys for the remainder of this evening, or the remainder of this stream. And I'm just gonna look at the LunarCon schedule here, see how much time I actually have to entertain you guys. But I'll show you guys how I actually do it, and not how it's done on a screen with very limited software. And hopefully I have enough time. So, if you want to check out how everything is done with a more with a better kind of lesson, so to speak, I did put it on this website that I just posted, teachmetodj.ju.mp, and I will be reposting this video after editing it on that site. So there's instructions and kind of brief overviews of how to DJ on that site, plus a little package including this software, the download page to the software, and yeah, a package of 3 songs copyright free that I made. They're free to use even on your stream if you want to use them. I don't care. Like, they are yours to use. Music is meant to be shared. Just credit me if you're using the song and somebody says they like it, or if they think it's an absolute banger or something, which they're totally not. They're kind of like
Moshi
mellow.
moshi.
But yeah, there's a lot of you watching right now, so thank you for learning how to DJ today. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna go off screen and grab my DJ gear from my studio, because after LunarCon, I'm going to be moving into a new studio. Oh, what's this? What just happened? Oh, we got a subscriber. DJing Chris, thank you for the 1 month and the follow. Amazing support. Thank you all so much. Anyways, I will be right back. Thank you, LunarCon. Oh, my kitty wants to say hi to you all. This is Lucky. She's about 2 years old, and she's a little fluffer. She's really cute, really friendly, and just like a good girl. So while you wait, I'll put on the longer one. Need to Get. Yo, that's what my stream's all about. Literally, I have a song called Pixel Cat, and it's dedicated to all the cat girls out there. I made it too, but yeah. Yeah, the cat weighs nothing at all. Nothing at all.
We don't need to get.
Alright, so I have another scene. And this is it right here. This is typically what my my stream would look like right here. So this specific DJ gear can be used as a software controller, but it's a little bit more of a difficult unit to map for that software. So what I did was I copied all of my music onto onto little USB sticks, and I plugged them into 1 and 2. So that way, I have a third USB stick and a little USB extender where I plug in to the computer, so that if anybody requests a song live on air, that I don't have to go through this massive pain in the butt to actually download the track, unplug one of the USBs, stop the playback, then get underneath my desk and plug the USB into my computer, copy the track in, properly eject it, because if you don't, it corrupts all of your music. Sometimes I wonder if it's almost worth it just to keep using software, you know? But I'm going to exit out of Traktor now, and I'm just going to like quickly show you guys what this is all about. So, I'm going to play Pixel Cat now, if it's on the right USB. It's not. RIP. Okay. So, coming up here. You'll see I'm able to work a lot faster with this DJ gear because I'm not limited by a cursor and no physical buttons in front of me. Okay. So, I'm not going to play anything from my set tomorrow at LunarCon, but I will give you a little demo. Here's Pixel Cat number 1. There are 2 copies of Pixel Cat that I made. One was a free download right off the bat, and then the other was a free download as a thank you for 1,000 followers on Twitch. Now I'm at 7,000 followers now. I released another song on my SoundCloud for free as a thank you called Tunnel Vision. But how's that sounding? It's looking pretty good. Let's go. So yeah, this song's called Pixel Cat. It's my original, and this song kind of blew up last year. Every DJ I met has played it at least once. So now I'm going to bring in Pixel Cat version 2. It's one of my own. It's called Pixel Cat. Oh yeah, I actually haven't touched any of the lower end stuff that's come out recently. But yeah, the mid-tier stuff like the Newmark NV, I would definitely recommend if you've got a bit of a budget. But the DDJ 400 is a good starter deck. The Traktor Control S2 is also a good starter deck.
1, 2.
Yeah, so how we doing, LunarCon? Or how much time I have left?
Here we go!
Alright everybody, this marks the end of my panel. Thank you everybody for being a part of this and being a part of this amazing stream. I see there's a lot of you at Terraflare already. So yeah, I hope you had a good one. And moving on to the next panelist, we've got being a marine biologist in Final Fantasy XIV. So, once again, my name is RazrWirez, and if you enjoyed this stream, I will be back tomorrow at LunarCon for a meet and greet, and I will also be back as the final performer at the main stage right here at LunarCon and Terraflare. It'll probably have to be outside though, so everybody have a great one and enjoy your next panelist. I am RazrWirez and I'm out of here. Have a great day.
jealous.